Get a mentor. That's what this is all about. I'm Greg Colossale, and this is video number 8, all about business. This is the mentor video. Now, the mentor thing is, it's out there online, and I'm happy to be a mentor. I've taught and led thousands, tens of thousands of young people, so I'm qualified. Happy to do it online, and I will be of service to you. But what I'm really talking about is a person nearby, in the flesh, near you, who you can call upon, whether in person or on the phone, very often as you embark on this journey of business. Everything I'm sharing with you, all of this knowledge, all of this experience, 50 to 70% of it was taught to me or warned me about from my mentor. And for his own sanity and safety and stuff, not safety, but, he deserves peace. I'm going to call him Bobby, but that's not his name. Bobby was the father of some students that I taught, and the kids and I got along very well. He has a really cool family, wife, kids, and, almost I guess you could say an adopted son, but it's a long story. And the whole energy of the family centers around the fact that Dad, Bobby, is that what I said his name was? Owns his own business. So he was right around the corner from me, and he was very kind to me. And I didn't know what I was doing most of the time. You see, folks, when there isn't an activity happening where you're serving a client, you may not know what to do with yourself for a few years. It's not easy I mop the floor every day. I mopped the floor more than it needed to be mopped because when I first got going, I had no customers. I thought that's what I should do, keep the place clean. I don't mop the floor in my own house, but I mop my business floor 6 or 8 times a week for about a year. Because again, you just don't know what to do. Now, he was nearby. So I would walk the distance of, 25 yards and knock on the door. And he always said, "Come in." There was never a moment where he turned me away. Again, because he's in charge of his company, he's in charge of time. He can do what he wants. He'd say, "Have a seat, tend to some business." Then he'd say, "What's going on?" And I would ask him some questions. What do you do with this? What do you do here? What do you do here? And he not only answered me, but he gracefully taught me. Very patient. And then he realized, you're out of shape, Greg. You've got to balance all this. So we would walk in the mornings. We walked 3.5 miles every morning, pretty much, 5 days a week. It was more than 3. We did this for a long time. And this was years ago. This is before smoothies were all the rage. We would have a smoothie together. He would make me a concoction of his special stuff. After we worked out for about an hour, or walked, and then we would do a smoothie, and off to work I would go. And I would be in the most peak performance mode I've ever been in my life. 40% was me, and 60% was Bobby. Me doing what he expected, not wanting to let him down, asking him questions. And boy, it was a tremendous, tremendous thing. I was so lucky to have him in my life. When I had a question or I had a concern, it was best to start with him. You don't want to call a lawyer. You want to find out what your buddy would do. And things were like safe. He would hold my secrets, and he'd say, "Oh, you got to fire her, or you can't purchase that. That's way more money than you need to spend." And he would help keep me in a system, in a cycle of reality, because he was in business already for 30 years before I came along. I was going to be in business for 30 days. So he was happy to show me and tell me what I'm trying to be happy to show you and tell you. That's how business works. We help each other. You have to. Business is more cooperative than it is competitive. A lot of people don't know that, but it's true. So get yourself a mentor and be ready to do what they say. Now, let me go back to that routine that he established with me. I woke up. You have such control of your time. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to wake up and you're going to go for a walk right away. And like I said, we did a 3.5 mile walk every day, or we would work out in his house if it was too cold. And then off to work we went. He taught me a very important thing that a lot of folks got a little frustrated with about me. You see, he is what's the best way to describe it? He makes products like marketing products, t-shirts or calendars or hats. If you're a company, he'll make all your hats that say your company's name on there and stuff. So one thing he taught me, especially being I'm a kind of a big dude, is that there is nothing better than advertising your company on your chest or on your back. And so he gave me a great deal on t-shirts, really good deal. And we produced a lot of t-shirts where the kids could buy them around the music school. And they would walk around and be proud of what it said on their chest. And it was this way to get the name out there that was so grassroots, so non-computer, it worked. In fact, I would wear the same shirts, not the same shirt, but the same looking shirt, because he made me so many, every day for at least 2 years. It got so easy for me to know what I was going to wear that people would be like, oh, I mean, I was mocked. This one woman embarrassed me. Again, Greg, again with that shirt. And this person has never built a business in her life. So I knew that she had no idea all the obstacles that were in front of me. I didn't get mad at her, but she mocked me. So you have to know the source. This worked. This worked like crazy because everywhere you went, you saw our name. If I had 100 kids, you saw 100 shirts walking around town. It was awesome and genius. He taught me that. And I wasn't ashamed of that. He had a great logo that comes from his youngest daughter, basically a childhood story that's really cute. And so his logo was everywhere, and I noticed it. And I was like, what is that? Who is that? And so together, like I said, he helped me understand that this is how you get the word out. His price for the shirts was so sweet, so inexpensive that I started to buy stylish shirts with my name on it, with my company name on it. So you might want to do that. That is a huge business accolade. And you have to think about it. You're trying to get recognition. You're trying to get people to know, let's say you open up a new ice cream shop, okay? And it's unique. It makes, it's like you pour coffee over the ice cream. And everyone walks out with a little bit of coffee and ice cream. It's so unique that, you want people to know where to go. Well, when you have t-shirts that are cool, that have some kind of symbolism on them and people are liking them, they're walking billboards. People read the t-shirt. And so if it costs you $10 to make it and you sell it for $20, and you're like, well, it's only $10, the government's going to take $3, the amazing thing is for $7 in your pocket, people are reading your name all over the place. Very, very smart thing to do. And that leads me back to when I was telling you to get a mentor. Mentors are priceless. They are priceless. The thing that you want to do for the mentor is help them relieve stress. So they're helping you. You don't even know they're helping you. You're like a psych patient. Hey, can we talk? Yeah, sit down. Then he helps you. So what you want to do is try to help him somehow. You want to take a load off of him. What it usually means helping his kids. Most successful men are fine, but if you help their kids, they're going to be even happier. So I just wanted to remind you to get a mentor. I'm a mentor. I'm happy to be your mentor. It'll likely be digital, but I can still be your mentor. And if you want to fly me out, I'm happy to come where you are and spend some time with you and see your business. I can help you open the structure of your business so that you'll be more, chances of you being successful are higher. All right. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye.